to come, and so he's been telling me to cleanse myself to a fast, and those things. When you deny those things, when you cut things off, what it does, it makes you closer, where you're able to hear God clearly. And that's one of the purpose of fasting. It's a place of a time of sacrifice. It's a time of dedicating to God, to get closer to God, to hear God. Where there's some blockages, things that are being blocked. That's what I hear in my spirit. That's one of the things that God wants us to one of the reasons why God wants us to cleanse. He wants us to cleanse our body because there's a blockage. There's a blockage. There's a natural blockages in your body. There's some spiritual blockages in your mind. And so, but what that's going to do when you begin to fast, and when you begin to cleanse yourself, what you're doing, you're pulling out the impurities. You're pulling out the negative deposits. Good morning, Susan. Things that your body don't need. That, whatever in your body that's been dead and dormant, it can revive again. And so there's some things that has been covered with dirt. There's some things in your life that's been things like dead, mentally, physically. But by you sacrificing and begin to fast for God, God is going to remove the blockage. Are you hearing me? God is going to remove the blockage. Can someone put that in the comment? God is going to remove the blockage. God is going to remove the blockage. And so that's one of the reasons of the cleansing. One of the reasons for God to remove the blockage, to remove the negativity, to remove the hurt, to remove the doubts, the disbelief, but also to remove the residue. There are some people, see, the place that some of you who are listening to me, there's a dimension, there's a place, there's a plateau, there's a level that God is calling you to. But in order to get to this place, there's certain things that God wants you to remove. There's certain things that God wants you to lay aside. There are certain things that God wants you to separate from. There are certain things, and so this is the season of separation. This is the season of cutting, and the reason for the cutting, that you can receive the promise. See, some of you, your promise is being delayed because you're not in position. You're not in position, and that's what the resistance is. You think that God don't want you to have it. It's not that God don't want you to have it, but you're not ready for it. You're not ready to receive it. And so it's delayed but not denied. It's going to happen, but there's an adjustment that you must make. There's an adjustment that you must make in your mind. There's an adjustment that you must make in your focus, that you can see it, that you can receive what God is saying. And see what God is speaking. See, God is speaking to you from a different frequency. In this dimension that God is calling you to and you're walking into, God is speaking in a different dimension. He's speaking in a different frequency. And it's so important to get in tune with God and to begin to pray and begin to fast and cleanse your body, that you can get to this frequency. See, this frequency is going to take a sacrifice. Someone put that in the comment, a sacrifice. It's going to take a sacrifice to get to that place, to get to hear, to get to receive, to get to embrace what God has for you. You must make a sacrifice. Even John the Baptist, when his assignment was over, when his assignment was over and he recognized that Jesus was on the scene and he knew that his purpose was fulfilled, he realized and understood that he must decrease, that the Christ might increase. And so in you, my brothers and sisters, there's something you must decrease, that God in you might increase. And so in the decrease, it's going to remove the blockage. See, there are certain blessings, there are certain gifts, there's a certain anointing, there's a certain authority that's in you that's crying to get out. And see, but what it is, you lack confidence. What it is, something messing with your mind. What it is, stuff in your past, you keep looking back. And so in this season, God wants to wash that away. God wants to remove it. That's why he said, lay aside every weight. Lay aside every sin, everything that's going to easily beset you, and run the race that's set before you. And so there, we're in a season and we're in a time where you must lay aside things. Lay aside pride, lay aside your attitude, lay aside your negative